Ladies and gentlemen, I got a quick rebuild for you guys, right? Because I've been saying it in the past Steph Curry era rebuilds that I did. One team that I thought should have won an NBA championship during this era is the Houston Rockets. James Harden was balling out every single night. I think he was averaging 30 for like a few seasons. The dude was just out of his mind. He's crazy. And I feel like that's the sad part about every era, is that we see certain players come close to winning a championship, but they never are going to win the championship because the era belongs to somebody else. For example, Steph Curry era, of course, James Harden wasn't going to win an NBA championship. Same thing with the Toronto Raptors. They were in this era. They could not get past LeBron James and make it to the finals to even face off against the Golden State Warriors. Then back then, during the LeBron James era, there was so many teams that came close but could not make it happen. The Indiana Pacers is one of them that come to mind. It goes on like that. For every era, there's always that one or two teams that could have won a championship. So today, we're going to be rebuilding the Houston Rockets, and it's going to be a pretty short rebuild, in my opinion, because we're already a championship team. We just got to get James Harden that ring in Houston, bro. I got to see it happen at least once. But before I continue, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Prince YouTube PS Compulsion signing in here, aka Prince Anthony. Let's get things rolling, baby. So I'm gonna show you guys these rosters every time I start a Steph Curry era rebuild. I'll show you guys this is the roster that I'm using. So you're gonna see it every single time. This is the most accurate roster for the Steph Curry era. Anyways, let's take a look at the matter of fact, before I look at the roster, let's hop in to the Steph Curry era. So like I said, Houston Rockets rebuild. Let's see the team that we are working with. So we got James Harden at the point guard position. Eventually I might move him to the 2. Eric Gordon, Clint Capella, Ryan Anderson, I remember him, who was a stretch big. Trevor Ariza, Patrick Beverly, Nene, or Nini. This is a pretty good team, pretty decent team. I have no idea how he took this team far in the postseason, or even getting a good record every year, because he was just on fire, bro. Literally James Harden in his prime. This roster isn't bad. First thing I noticed is that there's a lot of older players. So definitely during the offseason, we're going to make this team extremely young. And a lot of players on this team are very injury prone, like Eric Gordon. Yeah, we got a lot of moves to make. But let's see what we do for this season. I know y'all know Daryl Morey, but here is his cousin, his pretend cousin, Alan Morey. So ladies and gentlemen, the GM of the Houston Rockets, Alan Morey, he's going to be taking over for Daryl Morey. Because as James Harden said, Daryl Morey is a... I'm not even going to say that because... we don't know the full situation, bro. We don't know the full situation. But let's see what we can... Let's get this going. Told you guys, I'm not even going to have to do much for this rebuild. I'm telling you guys. Look at this. 57 wins for the NBA season. MVP. Your Kia MVP. James Harden averaging 31 and 10. 31 points, 10 assists. Crazy to see, bro. Joel Embiid, Rookie of the Year. Maybe we should trade for Embiid. Maybe. Nikola Jokic is always going to be most improved, bro. Definitely most improved. But ladies and gentlemen, we got the MVP. 31 points, 10 assists is crazy. All NBA first team. Are we the best team? Nope, we're not the best team in the Western Conference. But we are the 3rd seed facing off against this classic OKC team with Westbrook, Victor Oladipo. Victor Oladipo was in his prime. Shout out to him for becoming an ESPN analyst. But anyways, I'm skipping the postseason. And so far, we're in the West Finals against the Golden State Warriors. I thought we were going to get bounced in the second round. But let's sim the round. We took the Golden State Warriors to 7 games. Took the Golden State Warriors to 7 games, bro. Crazy. They ended up winning the NBA championship. Let's see how James Harden did this season. 31 points he averaged. MVP, of course. Playoffs, much of the same. This is what I like to see, man. But it's crazy that without even doing anything, we already made it to the Western Conference Finals against Golden State. It's time to see if we can make the NBA Finals next season. But now that's crazy to see. Vince Carter retiring with the New York Knicks. My New York Knicks. Crazy to see. Anyways, let's skip through all of this. Ginobili, Hall of Famer, of course. So skipping up to the draft lottery. Forget all of this. I know we're not going to have a good pick. The Knicks get the 2nd pick. Bucks get number 1, Lakers get number 3. Where are we? It doesn't look like we have a pick. The Lakers has our pick. I don't know if I'm gonna trade up for a pick in this draft, but there is one player potentially I feel like could fit on this team. I mean, I don't do much with my staff or really show you guys my staff to begin with because it's doesn't really make much of a difference. Mike D'Antoni, I was gonna fire him and get a new head coach, but I decided, nah, I'm gonna leave him. I'm gonna leave him just there, like, I'm gonna see if we can win a championship within 2 years. He has 2 years left on his deal. But look at all these other good head coaches, the custom head coaches, Doc Rivers, Trent Pedersen, another custom player, Mike Budenholzer. List goes on and on, Quinn Snyder. But I think I'm gonna just leave the coach where he is right now and just find the best available for right now. Alrighty, so there we go. We got ourselves a CFO. Rhyming, because I got bars. But I signed everyone to 2-year deals. I'm giving myself 2 years to bring the Houston Rockets a championship because, let's be serious. With the roster we have now, a few tweaks here and there, we'll win the championship, don't worry. Mike D'Antoni, very good coach. He unlocks our offense. Time for the NBA draft. Let's see who goes number 1. The 2017 NBA draft, number 1, Donovan Mitchell. He goes to the Milwaukee Bucks. The Knicks get Jason Tatum. That's funny. The Knicks got JT with Carmelo? The Lakers trading this pick is crazy. They trade the 3rd overall pick for Chris Middleton and Delhi. Let's see who they draft. De'Aaron Fox, and they got Giannis Antetokounmpo. Oh no, they cooking over there. Bro, there's literally one player that I want, bro. DeMarcus Cousins. If we could get DeMarcus Cousins on the team, I feel like we're going to win the championship. This is exactly the type of player James Harden needs. And we saw little hints of it with Clint Capella, but obviously Clint Capella is not this type of scorer that DeMarcus Cousins is. So I feel like a team with DeMarcus Cousins at his prime, before you got traded to, I think, New Orleans, I believe it is. Before that deal, if he could team up with James Harden in Houston, I feel like we'll be good. The question is, can we trade for him? I mean, it's kind of obvious that his trade value would be a little bit too high, so we're going to have to wait till free agency next season to potentially get him. Let me try this, and still nothing. I don't have enough pieces and enough players to even trade right now to even get DeMarcus Cousins. I'm throwing them as many players as I can. It's not doing anything. I can't get DeMarcus Cousins for right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, he has 1 more year left on his deal. I feel like this is going to be our prime free agency target. We got to trade whoever we need to trade to clear cap space to get him next season. But next season, he's going to be a Houston Rocket. This trade makes a lot of sense. Getting the 6th overall pick. Ken Bazemore, I don't want him. I could just take him out of the deal. I would take the 6th overall pick, though. Let's see if Atlanta can agree to this deal. I mean, I'm taking out a player that you offered. There we go. They agreed. So we are going to have Jared Allen coming off the bench right behind Clint Capella. With the 6th overall pick, we get Jared Allen. Perfect big man coming off the bench, bro. Told you guys, one thing I love to do is go younger. So T. Ross, a prime T. Ross at that. 26 years old for Trevor Ariza. Come on. Definitely making the deal. Especially because he's less injury prone than Trevor Ariza is at this stage of his career. And he can do the same things. Tatum joining Carmelo Anthony with the New York Knicks is hilarious. And I think they still got Porzingis. Anyways, we got Jared Allen, team/player options. Of course, I'm picking it up on everyone's contract. I'm probably going to try to re-sign all these guys whenever they're ready to re-sign. And keep them going for right now. This is a good deal. Marcus Smart, Terry Rozier for Eric Gordon in the first round pick. I'm going to go ahead and do this deal. Eric Gordon is so injury prone. We cannot rely on him at all. And we get back some young pieces. Good young pieces, too. I filled out the roster the best that I could. Pat Connaughton, Deion Waiters, Jermichael Green, Mike Muscala. Good blend of offense and defense. But I definitely got to surround Harden with offensive-minded players. Looking at player progression. Let's see what we got. James Harden goes down. I'm probably going to move him to the 2 if we could get DeMarcus Cousins next season. But I like the makeup of the team. I like the younger players that we got. Because look at it. Their overalls are going up, bro. Literally, if I kept players like Trevor Ariza, Nene, all those guys, Eric Gordon, their overalls are going to go down. They're injury prone. So I feel like we went a little bit younger. We still got players that could score the basketball, play defense, which is important, especially on a Mike D'Antoni team. We need defenders because we already got the offense. I'm surprised so many players are ready to re-sign already. I'm loving it. Literally, I'm loving it. So re-signing Terrence Ross as well. This is not that bad of a deal. And the reason why I'm re-signing all these players too is because literally during the offseason, I don't want them to be free agents. I want to be able to trade them if needs be. Like literally. Who else wants to resign? KJ McDaniels. 10 mil is kind of crazy. 74 overall. Definitely a good player that could develop and become a little bit more because he's 24 years old, but that's a little bit too much. Gotta add the team contract on there. He accepted the offer. Who else we got? Sam Decker. Does he want to come back? Yes, he does. 2-year deal for the minimum. Let's go. I didn't expect us to be winning this many games. Literally, we're about to win the same amount of games as last season. We finished with 55. I think that's 2 less than how much we had last season. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think we had 57 or 56 last season. I don't remember. But, oh, look at this. 6th man of the year, Ryan Anderson. We traded him to the Atlanta Hawks, and he's balling out. Good for him. Most improved player, Jamal Murray. The Nuggets are coming. The Nuggets are definitely coming. But let's see. We are the 3rd seed once again. Pretty good. Pretty decent. So we're facing off against the Minnesota Timberwolves in the first round. I'm just going to sim the round. And, oh, I thought we was going to get eliminated in the first. I'm going to just sim the playoffs because I don't expect us to win. And look at this. We're in the West Finals once again. I'm going to do game by game. You could have forced another game 7. Come on now. But this is the Harden thing to do, bro. Make it to the Western Conference Finals or the 2nd round and then choke. LeBron James wins another in Cleveland. I mean, it doesn't make sense to do a lot. However, I'm just really banking on DeMarcus Cousins being a free agent. And it makes sense. Look, the Sacramento Kings have the 2nd overall pick. That means they suck. Give me DeMarcus Cousins and start your rebuild officially. Come on, let's do it. I didn't want to really get rid of these players right now, but 2 picks and getting the chance to clear some cap space, of course. I'm going to go ahead and do that because it looks like DeMarcus Cousins is going to be a free agent. Jalen Brunson. I could draft him with my pick. No, who we got? So with this pick, I want a backup 2. Well, a 3rd string 2. I'm going to go with Dante. Why not? 3rd string 2 guard. We know what he could be. We know what he's going to develop into. That's pretty good. Honestly, don't know if I'm going to keep these players, but we drafted Dante and Gabe Vincent. Team/player options. Let's see what we got. Terry Rozier and Richaun Holmes. Let's go ahead and bring them back to the team. All right, let's see who's going to be free agents. And I don't see DeMarcus Cousins. Listen, if I got to go after LeBron James, I would. So LeBron is here. Oh, Cousins is here. He's unrestricted. Okay, let's go. He's an unrestricted free agent. He wants 34 mil. All we could offer is 11. We're going to have to make some trades, bro. A lot of people are going to have to get traded. Honestly, this is the only trade that I could find that makes sense. Because I'm not trying to get back a lot of cap space. Like, I'm trying to get rid of as much cap space as possible. The Sixers got Blake Griffin, Ben Simmons, JJ Redick, Covington. Where is Joel Embiid? I think he's a free agent. Trae Young on the team. TJ McConnell. This is a good 76ers team. Don't know how they're making all these pieces work. They got Josh Hart too, KJ McDaniels. Oh man, we low-key helped the 76ers with the trade we made. Anyways, let's see. I need to find a team that doesn't have many players right now. Okay, the Timberwolves, it looks like. All right, the Timberwolves should have a good amount of cap space because I'm trying to do a 3-team trade right now. Somewhere that I could send Tyreke Evans. I don't want to waive him because if I waive him, more than likely, if they don't pick up his waivers, I'm responsible for his contract. So I got to get rid of Tyreke Evans. So let's see if Minnesota is willing to give up a future first rounder. They don't want to do it. Send a first rounder to New Orleans. They accepted it. Good 3-team trade right there. I mean, I really don't want to get rid of Montrezl Harrell or Richaun Holmes, but getting Zubac in a first round pick, I'll take it. Zubac is definitely getting traded. He's not someone that I'm going to keep on the team. This is just to clear cap space. I really wish we could have kept Montrezl Harrell. Definitely the type of player I want on my team. But DeMarcus Cousins, we finally have enough money to offer him. We traded damn near our whole team to try to do this. So if he doesn't accept our contract offer, I'm going to be so upset, bro. I'm going to offer him the contract anyways. But yeah, the rebuild is done, bro. The rebuild is complete. I wish we could have kept Marcus Smart, but we're going to have to waive his cap hold. Ladies and gentlemen, we got exactly what we were looking for. Let's go. We got Buddy Hield. I'm glad we traded for Buddy Hield, though. But I like the makeup of this team. I'm changing James Harden to the 2 guard. Look, his overall's going up. Clint Capella is ready to go to the San Antonio Spurs. 1-year deal. No, I'm going to match it. If I don't want Clint Capella, I'll trade him. However, we do have quite a bit of centers. Anyways, player progression. 94 overall, James Harden, still in his prime, doing his thing. James Harden and DeMarcus Cousins in their prime, 290 overalls. Let's go, bro. Clint Capella right there as well. I love the makeup of this team so far. Zubac. Like I said, we have a lot of centers. So definitely going to be trading one of them pretty soon, too, before the season start. The rest of the player progression is looking pretty good. Can't really complain. I filled out the team the best that I could. I really tried the best that I could to fill it out. But we have our 2 max players, James Harden, DeMarcus Cousins, and let's look at it. By position, point guards look good. 3-point shooters there as well. Same thing at the 2, 3-point shooters right there. Dante is going to develop into the 3-point shooter as well. Nick Stauskas is pretty good. Buddy Hield, Pat Connaughton, Reggie Bullock, great 3-point shooters right there. Decent defenders. Mike Muscala, he could shoot the 3. Jermichael Green, Derek Williams, man. And then we got DeMarcus Cousins. He could score the 3. But now we're going to have to get rid of one of our centers. We have a lot of good centers on our team. We obviously don't need all of them. I'm thinking of possibly trading probably Zubac or Allen. I might try to... Honestly, Clint Capella, might try to keep him. Malcolm Brogdon would be the perfect fit for this team. We could play him at the point and at the 2. Definitely the type of playmaking we need on this team. And the Milwaukee Bucks already got a lot of talent, bro. They got De'Aaron Fox, Giannis, Donovan Mitchell. Come on. Thank you for the trade. The Milwaukee Bucks took Zubac off our hands. Perfect trade. Really the perfect trade scenario before we start the season. Hopefully we can win 50 games. We've been taking a lot of L's this season. Not gonna lie. 50 wins. We just hit it. Sheesh. We're going down like every month in terms of wins, but we still made it to the West Finals 2 seasons in a row. The Knicks won 62 games. Who do the Knicks got on their team? Anyways, let's keep it going. We're the 3rd seed again, facing off against Minnesota again. The Knicks got Ed Davis, Carmelo, Derrick Rose, Jason Tatum, and Melo. Makes sense. Fred VanVleet, Brandon Jennings. Okay, Knicks got a nice little team going on over there. Our team looks to be pretty decent health. Good balance of offense and defense, I'm telling you guys. Yeah, definitely the 3rd seed. The Nuggets, number 1. But let's see how our players did for the season. Harden sacrificing. He's making the sacrifice with his scoring 20 points for him and DeMarcus Cousins. Both of them are averaging 20. Let's see if we could beat the Timberwolves in this first round. I thought that was Julius Randle at first. I'm bugging. Anyways, Andre Iguodala, Andrew Wiggins. Looks like a pretty good Wolves team. I'm simming around, and there we go. We make it to the 2nd round. We should automatically make it to the West Finals, bro, with this team. Clippers got CP3 and Victor Oladipo, Larry Sanders, Solomon Hill, Derek Favors. They're not beating us, bro. That's a sweep. There we go. Next round. I was expecting to face off against the Denver Nuggets. We are facing off against the San Antonio Spurs. No Kawhi? Where's Kawhi Leonard? Jackson. Oh, Kawhi's right here. Kawhi, broken right thigh. Here comes the injury issues. We should be able to beat them with no Kawhi. So going game by game. 3-0 series lead. We're sweeping them. Hopping into the Simcast. Let's go. With no Kawhi, we should be able to easily move on to the NBA Finals for the first time in forever. And for the first time in James Harden, I can't even say the first time James Harden made it to the Finals. He made it to the Finals with OKC. But since being on Houston, first time making it to the Finals, and there we go. We swept the Spurs. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to the Finals. James Harden, Buddy Hield, Brogdon, DeMarcus Cousins doing their thing. Mike Muscala, Clint Capella. Telling you, good blend of offense and defense. We got big men that can shoot the 3 and play defense. I mean, it's really the luck of the draw because not seeing Denver, I expected to see Denver in the West Finals or the Golden State Warriors. I don't know who they have. I'm not paying attention to other teams like that, so it's kind of shocking to me. But Patrick Beverley holding up this trophy. Give it to James Harden. There we go. James Harden. Looks like he's the MVP of the West. Finals MVP. Western Conference Finals MVP. Really was not expecting this at all, but Jason Tatum is still a baby. It's only his 2nd year in the league. Facing off, well, not facing off, teaming up with Carmelo Anthony, who is falling out of his prime, unfortunately. Josh Okogie, Porzingis. They still got Porzingis. It looks like Porzingis is injured. Let's see. Where is torn left MCL? That's crazy. Derrick Rose, dislocated right patella. He's done for the season. So, ladies and gentlemen, The Knicks are up 3-1 against the Chicago Bulls. Let's see what the Bulls are working with. They got Dennis Smith Jr., Dwayne Wade, Butler, Taj Gibson, and Bobby Portis, Gordon Hayward. This team should be going to the NBA Finals. I don't think the Knicks are better than this team. And I'm a Knicks fan. But let's see what happens. Sim in the next game. Matter of fact, no, I just simmed around. There we go. So we're facing off against the Knicks in the NBA Finals. And with no Porzingis and no Derrick Rose, there's no way they can beat us, bro. Jason Tatum and Melo is not enough for James Harden and DeMarcus Cousins. Come on. Look at that. 2-0 series lead. 3-0 series lead. It's over. Oh, who's injured? Pat Connaughton. Let me see the rotations. Injuries. Mike Muscala, Pat Connaughton, Clint Capella, Derrick Rose, Porzingis, and Tony Snell are injured for the New York Knicks. So 3 players injured on our team, 3 players injured on their team. Okay. But we should be able to sweep them. Just being honest. Look at this. We are destroying the New York Knicks, ladies and gentlemen. 4th quarter. Yep, it's over. So, ladies and gentlemen, the rebuild is complete. It was really the luck of the draw, in my opinion. I expected to face some harder teams here in the NBA playoffs, but it was just a luck of the draw. Facing off against the Knicks in the finals, Jason Tatum. But James Harden and DeMarcus Cousins did their thing. You see them right there. James Harden showing up in the finals with 35. Man showed up, bro. That's what I want to see. Rest of the team doing their thing. Pretty good. Jason Tatum had 25. Melo had 23. But ladies and gentlemen, that's not enough, bro. It's not enough. We're your NBA champs.
Oh, and they've done it. The Houston Rockets are the new NBA champions. Just tremendous. All the travel, all the practices, all the meetings, all the games, wins and losses. The emotion, the exhaustion, culminating into tonight. And whenever you win.
Now, I'm happy I did this rebuild because I've been trying to get this pairing together for like a minute just to see how they will work out. I should really do another season and see if we could repeat with the championship. But DeMarcus Cousins and James Harden, really wish I got a chance to see them like in their prime on the same team. I feel like they definitely would have cooked. Or a Paul George and DeMarcus Cousins, because Paul George with Roy Hibbert was pretty good. Imagine if he had a prime DeMarcus Cousins or a prime AD. Ladies and gentlemen, your NBA champs, the Houston Rockets. Let's go. James Harden, Finals MVP, averaged 28 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists. Let's round it up. 10 assists, 1 steal, shooting 90% from the free throw line. 69% from 3 is insane. That's insane. Told you guys it was going to be a pretty easy rebuild. I'm glad I actually did it. And I told you guys it was going to be easy because, like I said, we were already championship contenders. Like, we literally had a good team, and we already had a good player on our team. Great player. The MVP, James Harden. All we need to do is put a perfect team around him. And Alan Morey did that, not Daryl Morey. Alan Morey did it. And we end up winning the NBA championship. See, all we needed was DeMarcus Cousins. All we needed was a good quality big man. I could have probably won the championship without DeMarcus Cousins. I would have got like another top tier player like a Chris Middleton. Someone that can shoot the 3 and defend around James Harden. Because obviously James Harden is a top tier offensive player. The only thing that we need to surround him with is a good amount of defense and you'll be set. So you got the big man down low in DeMarcus. You got James Harden, and then on the wing, you got good players that could shoot the ball, like a Buddy Hield, Nick Stauskas that we had, Dante DiVincenzo, list goes on and on. Patrick Beverley was okay back then as well. So, put together a good team around James Harden, and we did it, bro. We won the chip. But anyways, leave a comment for me in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys thought of this rebuild. I've been wanting to do this rebuild for a minute. See my guy, James Harden, win the Larry. That's what I want to see. Click my face right there. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I'll see you guys in the next video. This is the Prince of YouTube signing out. Check out some of my other content while you're here too, bro. Click one of the playlists on the screen. Just do it.